PCs, one Astro mix amp, one Ripsaw HD capture card. No bullshit. This is how you get it done. Alright guys, so what I have here for you is just a layout of pretty much how everything's supposed to be set up. Don't let this confuse you. There's lines everywhere, there's labels everywhere, but if you follow along, this is going to be super easy, guys, so just pay attention. I'll run through everything with you here in just a moment. So as I stated earlier, I do have a Razer Ripsaw HD capture card. I do have an Astro mix amp, and I got the two PCs, and I actually have 3 monitors, but I'm just going to show you here with 2 monitors. It'll make it a lot more simple because the third monitor really doesn't matter. That's just an extra thing you can throw in the mix, and everything's still the exact same. All right, so let's start with assuming you guys already have both PCs set up. I'm not going to show you this, but your stream PC monitor, you're going to hook that up, whether it be HDMI, DVI, DP, VGA, whatever. You guys hook that up to your stream tower, and then on your gaming monitor, make sure that you guys have, whatever cable you're using. I use HDMI on both monitors personally, but just make sure you have both of those hooked up to the graphics card in both of your towers. Right, so next up, you're gonna put the capture card in the mix. We're going to connect the USB-C to the USB 3.0 on your streaming tower, and then you're gonna have your HDMI in. Right, it's got to be HDMI or some kind of adapter. The in port on your capture card, and then you're gonna run that to your gaming tower's graphics card. I use a HDMI to DVI because I was having some tearing and problems when I was using HDMI. So however you guys get that hooked up, just make sure you have that connected into the in port on your capture card connected to your graphics card on your gaming tower. And we got all of our displays on. We're not worried about capturing anything right now. What we're gonna do is and you got your capture card hooked up. What we're gonna come over to the gaming computer, and you're gonna right click your desktop, and you're gonna go to the NVIDIA control panel. There's a way to do it for like AMD or Radeon or whatever, but for us, we're using NVIDIA. You can also use the regular display settings here. So we're gonna click on the NVIDIA control panel. That's gonna open up, and then we're gonna see 3. Well, for me, it's 3 monitors, but you might see 2 if you only have 2. You got my primary display, and then you have your capture card, whether it's Ripsaw, Elgato, whatever it is you're using. You're gonna want to take these screens. Let's see if I can go for you. Set up multiple displays, and down here you'll see I've already got it connected, but you'd see like 1 and 2 separated like this. And what you do is you'll just right click, and you'll go to clone with, and then you'll clone those 2 screens together. Now, if you are using regular display settings, it's very similar. You'll see 2 screens separated here. Like I said, mine are already done. But let's say this was 1 and 2. You would just go down to extend, and instead of extend, it would be duplicate on 1 and 2 or whatever your numbers are. If you get confused, you can always identify, and it'll tell you what screen is where on your desktop. Once that's done, you might notice that your primary display, the resolution has changed or something like that. So what you're gonna do in that case, we'd go over to the NVIDIA control panel again, we'd open that up, and then we're gonna go to change resolution here on the left side, and you would just change your primary back to whatever the native is. Now, if you have a Elgato HD60S or 60 Plus or anything like that doesn't allow 4K pass-through, you're not going to be able to do that because the capture card actually locks you in to 1080p. But that's why I opted with the Ripsaw HD. It has 4K pass-through, therefore I'm not locked in. I can still game, I can still enjoy everything on my gaming computer, my gaming monitor at 2K resolution. Now we have our monitors hooked up to both towers, right? So your stream monitor is hooked up to your stream tower, your gaming monitor is hooked up to your gaming tower, and then we have our capture card hooked up USB-C to USB 3.0, and we have our HDMI in on the capture card going to the graphics card on the gaming tower, whether that be if you're using a converter like me, HDMI to DVI or HDMI to HDMI, whatever it is. Next up, we're gonna go over to the streaming PC. We're gonna open up OBS, and we're gonna add a scene. And in that scene, we're gonna add a source, a video capture source. We're gonna choose our capture card, and that's now what you should see when you do that. You should see the picture, the display from your gaming monitor on your PC, on your streaming PC monitor. Now here's the fun part, what a lot of people struggle with. I didn't find it actually that hard to do. We're gonna set up audio. How do we get audio from the gaming PC over to the streaming PC, and from the streaming PC to your headphones so you can hear alerts and whatnot on stream, and just how do we get that set up? First, we're gonna have our mix amp out, and we're gonna plug our USB cord from the mix amp, your USB power. That's gonna go into a USB 3.0 jack on your gaming tower. That's gonna allow all of the sound from your gaming tower to come through that mix amp to be fed through your headphone. Next, we're gonna plug our stream port from the mix amp into the line in on the stream tower. That is going to make it so that all the audio coming from your gaming tower is being fed into your streaming tower. And then you're going to take the line out from your streaming tower. You're going to plug that into the aux on your mix amp. That's going to give you audio from your stream tower to your mix amp. So all that's going to be, you know, the mix amp does all the work. The mix amp mixes the sounds, all that stuff, and it feeds it all through the headphone jack. And whatever headphones you got plugged in there, you should hear stream tower sounds. Your stream tower should pick up the gaming tower sounds. You'll hear gaming tower sounds. All of your sound will be coming through one location. And I'll show you how to mix those sounds here in just a moment. And I will tell you guys, the reason I opted to go this method with the audio is that a lot of people were having issues where they were the HDMI was kind of making their audio choppy. It wasn't good audio quality. So I went ahead and opted to just use the HDMI just to transfer video, and then have my aux cords transfer the sound. That's what they're for. So the only problem I had with this, guys, was I was having the buzzing. You can easily fix that by picking up some ground loop isolators, and you can get those on Amazon for like $6. So go ahead and check. I got 2 of those, so you guys go ahead and check those out on Amazon or online somewhere. They're just called ground loop isolators. All right, guys, so once we got all our hardware plugged up, we've got all of our cables running through our mix amp. For me, I'm going to use Astro Command Center. If you're using a Go XLR, you'll use their software. Any of the other mix amps out there, you'll use their respective software. The only downside to this, guys, is that all of your audio is going to your stream PC on one channel, so you have to mix it through whatever your software's whatever mixer your software has built into it. So you got your game, your chat, your microphone, and your auxiliary, and you're gonna go ahead and mix these here and listen, play it back and listen to an OBS and kind of get those volumes to where you want. Just because, like I said, you can't separate those without using other software I'm not going to dive into in this video. So that about wraps up the video for today, guys. Your audio should be worked out. You can go ahead and fine tune it, of course, to how you want for your preferences. As far as video goes, that should be worked out for you. You should be able to still game and play on your main monitor's resolution and speed. Guys, I hope this video is everything you were looking for. I hope it gets to help some of you guys. If you did enjoy the video, give it a like, a subscribe. Maybe we'll get out some more content soon, guys. And as always, peace.